¿Quieres saber todo sobre arte, películas, exposiciones, conciertos? Solo aquí conmigo, Ceci Ceniceros, en Bazar Cultural. Solo por Dragón Estéreo. Hola dragones, bienvenidos. Este es su Bazar Cultural de confianza. Aquí su amiga Ceci Ceniceros. Y bueno, hoy tenemos una invitada especial. Ella es Lady Zen, una artista que ha tomado a San Miguel como uno de sus hogares. Y pues bueno, aquí se la pasa haciendo eventos para nosotros. Y pues hoy queremos platicar de dos cosas especiales con ella. Ella lanzó su película biográfica y va a tener un evento el 26 de febrero en el Obraje.
Sí.
Muy bien. Well, lady, thank you very much for having the time to come here. I know you're really busy.
Yeah, gracias por tu invitado.
Gracias. De nada, you know this is your house. Esta es tu casa.
Thank you. Gracias.
So whenever you want to come, you're welcome. Just
you.
text us.
Great.
Okay. Well, first, I would like to talk about your movie.
Okay.
How it came up. Why you wanted to tell your story.
Well, it was from a director in California.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me if I would tell my story about being an orphan in Brazil, coming to the United States, and being a musician, and how my life kind of changed so drastically, and how I became this international singing star. And how life can change no matter what difficulties we have.
Yes.
That life can be whatever we make it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can have whatever we want if we just think about it and go for it. So that's kind of what happened to me. I came to the United States and started singing, and started in church, and then had my own band, and then suddenly I was traveling all around the world, and I never felt American enough or Brazilian enough. I'm from Brazil.
Yeah.
I never felt Brazilian enough, and I'd never been to Mexico. And when I came to Mexico, I felt Mexican enough, and I felt like I wanted to give my talent to this country. That this is where I wanted to spend the rest of my life.
Good.
Yeah.
I saw your movie. It's like a monologue.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, that's another question that I will have to you. But it's a monologue. But was it hard for you to open yourself and tell your story? Because it's a hard story. It's a story of triumph, I know, but everything before it, it's hard for you. Hard. You were a fighter. So was it hard?
It was, and it was filmed in a 15th century penance chapel, which was like, I didn't realize that the energy in that kind of building would be so profound. So the first day of shooting, I actually had to leave. I couldn't finish the day because I was opening up so much. And so in a way, it was healing as well because I got to leave everything there in this space that had always been used for that confession, for that letting go of this this feeling of regret or contrition. And so I had a moment to leave it all there. So that was cathartic in a lot of ways for me.
Yeah, it was like the phoenix.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I will translate to all of the people that is hearing us and watching us on Facebook. Bueno, yo le preguntaba, ella hizo una película autobiográfica en la que ella es la artista principal y es un monólogo. Le preguntaba si pues fue difícil contar su historia porque se abre. Si no la han visto, ahorita le voy a preguntar algo para todos ustedes, y me decía que fue una catarsis. Sí es difícil porque toda su historia fue un poco difícil, es una historia de triunfo, pero ella nos platica que fue bueno, fue catártico, y de hecho el primer día de grabación tuvo que dejar el escenario porque es como una pequeña capilla en Guanajuato. Entonces es un lugar como de confesión. Si ustedes son católicos y han ido a confesarse o han visitado una iglesia, han visto los confesionarios, son chiquitos. Entonces sí es algo que te lleva a renacer como el Fénix, era algo que yo le decía. And well, I know you have been awarded with that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
How was the process? You send it to the prizes, or how is everything? I don't know how about it.
Right? I didn't know anything about it either. So we used it's an international group of people. We used some very talented young Mexican cinematographers. And so basically it gave us all a chance to show what we could do. And so what we did was we just chose 39 film festivals all around the world, and we just sent it with hope, like maybe we'll get something. And what ended up happening was the first thing that came through was the London Film Festival. And it said first selection. And I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, first selection for what? And my director was like, it means for the whole film festival, we were the first ones selected. Wow. And I was like, in London, like, that it was just so exciting. And then winning Singapore and winning an award in San Francisco, in New York, in Canada, like, it just kept rolling in. We still have more. And we're getting to the higher qualifying sort of film festivals. So like Sundance and Tribeca and all of those film festivals, we're getting ready to have our movie in that. We're really hoping to be in the Guanajuato Film Festival because I've seen so many of my friends be in that festival. It's an amazing festival. Yes. It was probably the first big film festival I ever went to. Yeah. And in Mexico. Yeah.
Yes. So. Yeah. Su película fue ganadora de varios premios, participó en muchos festivales internacionales de cine. El primero fue Londres y ella estaba muy impresionada porque en Londres fue el primer o la primera elección de los jurados. Entonces esto quiere decir que son como los favoritos, por así decirlo, y es lo primero que muestran. Después de Londres vinieron muchísimos más festivales, Tribeca, Sundance, y bueno, ella espera con mucho corazón que pueda mostrarlo en el GIF, en el Guanajuato International Film Festival, porque es el primer festival al que ella fue en México y también es el primer festival más grande de cine en México, entonces esperemos verlo ahí. Well, my next question is regarding it. Okay. Are you planning to make some shows about your movie here? I don't know, maybe Cinemex or in some hotel or something like that, so we all can see it.
Yes. We just had it translated into Spanish, so it's got Spanish subtitles now. As soon as we get where we need to be, we'll be able to show it in public. Okay. Right now, we are only doing limited showings. We're going to do a limited show in Puerto Vallarta. Okay. We did do one in here in San Miguel, but it was only for 20 people that came to that screening. And basically, it was to see how people reacted. Like, I didn't really watch the movie. I watched people watching the movie. And that was really special for me.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's, I don't want to spoiler anyone, but it's a really harsh movie in which you see her, like, going through all your story, and you see the girl, you see the adolescent in your teenage years, and then you see the women already figuring out who she is. Yeah. And it's something that we can all relate, even though I don't want to spoiler again, but when you told the story about Simon, I can relate because also my grandmother was a really big part of my life.
Yeah.
And then he was your grandfather.
Yeah.
And I think we can all relate to something in your story. So
Yeah,
I'm really hoping that you can show it, that we have some screening of it.
Great. Yeah, maybe we'll do it here at the university.
Yeah, that would be great. I think the girls and the boys will love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our producer is clapping it. Bueno, le preguntaba que, ya hablando de que piensa que en el GIF puede mostrarlo, si no iba a hacer algún show o mostrarla también aquí en San Miguel. Me comenta que ya lo hizo para poquitas personas porque, bueno, quería ver cómo reaccionaba la gente. También lo va a mostrar en Puerto Vallarta. Bueno, lo que yo le decía es que es una historia muy fuerte, otra vez, pero es donde ustedes pueden ver la transformación desde alguien desde pequeña hasta ser un adulto completo y cómo se va, a veces nosotros mismos no nos podemos encontrar y cómo ella se va encontrando, cómo va su camino, y es una historia en la que todos ustedes se pueden relacionar, aunque sea un poquito, pero pueden causar esa empatía en ustedes. Well, Zen, now I will call you Zen.
Yes,
now that I watched the movie, I was a lucky few that I get to watch it.
That's very true.
Yeah,
very true.
And now moving on to what's next. I know you say you're a singer, but now you're an artist.
Yeah.
Because now you are an actress.
Yes, yeah, right. I won a Best Actress award. So that makes it
Oscar
official. That's right. That's right.
So is there anything next for you now that you make your monologue, your movie, something like that? You're planning to explore more of the cinema world or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have another film that is in the making. I focus a lot of my work on LGBTQIA stories because I'm in that community.
Yeah.
And so it's very important to me to uplift my community first. Second, I'm really interested in helping to mentor youth, so people who are coming up, because if I hadn't had all the help that I had, I wouldn't be the artist that I am today. And I want to be able to extend that. Mm-hmm. So we're giving young filmmakers an opportunity, audio engineers, because we have podcasts. We have a podcast called Flies in the Jar, which is... maybe we can post a link to that podcast through you guys. It's the story about my career in my 20s and 30s. And it's funny. There's a story about this one time I used to sell drugs, and so I had the best weed in town. And so there's a story about almost getting caught by the police that we kind of changed a little bit and made really funny. So it's the story of my early career. I had a song that I wrote that somebody stole, and it ended up on the radio. And it's just this funny story. So that's Flies in the Jar. And we have this other movie called Deep Drag, The Rise of the Kung Fu Drag Queen, which is actually a multi-international cast. Our main actor is from San Miguel. Okay. And that's a really funny Kung Fu drag queen movie. And so there's a lot of things in the works. I'm going to start a mentoring program at my studio in Central, which will be about the business of art. And I've written a book about that. I have a degree in music business management. So I don't know if that's too much, but
don't worry.
So we'll be able to, through this program, I'll be able to take a few students that I work with for 6 weeks, and you go through this whole training program with me. And I talk about how to make yourself a brand, how to use current technology that we have now to really enhance yourself as an artist or as a person who's working in this industry. And then I start working with the Obraje, which is a brand new, exciting thing. I hope that you'll be able to come.
Well, I heard that you're sold out now,
I
so I don't know.
Maybe I can get you in. I know
Okay.
the artist pretty well.
Thank you. Bueno, yo le preguntaba que ahora que tiene su película, si le gustó y si piensa seguir en eso del cine. Ella me comenta que sí y que tiene muchísimos planes para ellos. Tiene una película que está haciendo y aparte un proyecto, ya que ella forma parte de la comunidad LGBTIQ+. Ella piensa y quiere llevar a todos estos chicos, estudiantes, y guiarlos por este camino, un tipo de mentor, para que ellos puedan crecer tanto como ingenieros de audio, directores, productores, y llevarlos de la mano para que ellos puedan abrirse paso en este negocio del cine. También tiene podcast, Flies in the Yard, que es parte de sus historias de sus 20s, 30s, de todo lo que le pasó tratando de ser famosa, pero de una manera chistosa. Y también otra de una drag queen que es Kung Fu Fighter. Y el actor principal es de San Miguel. Entonces, son proyectos que ustedes no se pueden perder. Y bueno, también ella tiene un degree o un grado en dirección musical y bueno, management también. Y quiere llevar también a varios estudiantes para que se abran paso en la industria como parte de la comunidad LGBTIQ+, pero también como parte de actores, actrices, cantantes, todo, para que puedan hacer una marca, cosa que es muy importante para todos nosotros y para toda la comunidad. So I think they will thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think that what we'll do is I'll just let people know how to contact me through Dragon Radio.
Yeah.
And they can email me at ladyzenevents@gmail.com if they want to know more information or see the schedule. But I'll send the schedule to you guys.
Thank you.
And then the students can contact me through that.
Okay. Bueno, ya escucharon. ladyzenevents@gmail.com. Pueden contactarla y también a nosotros nos van a mandar su información por si tienen alguna duda. Estamos mandando ahorita saludos a Alberto Ceniceros. Muchas gracias. Nos están escuchando. They're hearing us and they're watching us.
Oh, great.
And he's my dad. So he's my biggest fan. Okay, well, now moving to the Obraje.
Okay.
Now that you come up, you have an event in February 26th.
Yes.
That it's already sold out. So congrats.
In 6 days, yeah. We sold out in 6 days.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm not surprised really, since I know you in the show you bring us to us with Freddie Mercury and Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
You've been a part of my home office playlist.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you want to tell us more about your show, about the Royal Courtman.
Mm-hmm.
So how did it come up?
Well, I like soul music.
Mm-hmm.
My background is more in R&B and blues, and I started out in opera when I was really young. And so that trained my voice to be able to have longevity.
Okay.
But blues and, like Erykah Badu or Mary J. Blige, like all of those great artists are very inspirational to me. Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, all of those really great voices. And one thing we all have in common is that when you grow up in the South in America, there's this kind of understanding of music that comes from not from the American experience, but from the immigrated people's culture. And so there's so much, like Latin America has influenced, Africa has influenced like this kind of music. And so it's my heart and soul. So this will be a lot of my own original music, as well as artists like Grace Jones and Stevie Wonder. And the band, we put that together during COVID. We did a show called Appetite for Love. And that show was at Ladonia, and it went really well. And that's when I started producing more shows for Ladonia. And so that's where the band came from.
Okay. Ella va a tener un evento en el Obraje el 26 de febrero. Se lo pierden porque ya está sold out, no hay boletos. Entonces, yo le comentaba que, bueno, ¿cómo fue que vino ese show? Ella empezó a producir más shows para la doña aquí en San Miguel y empezó en COVID. Entonces empezó a armar su banda y de ahí empezó a producir más shows. Su inspiración es en artistas como Aretha Franklin, Mary J. Blige, que son voces que son para la longevidad, no son voces que se quedan en un artista de 5, 6 años, 10 años. Son artistas que duran 20, 30 años y son su inspiración. Ella al ser de Brasil y también haber vivido en Estados Unidos, entonces la combinación de América Latina y el América que habla inglés, por así decirlo, anglosajona, tiene en sus raíces el soul, que es, por ejemplo, en Brasil, saben que hay mucha influencia africana y música latinoamericana, entonces ella no quiere perder esa esencia y demostrarlo. En el show van a haber canciones principalmente de ella, de su autoría, pero también va a haber de Stevie Wonder, Grace Jones y muchísimos artistas más. Well, in your experience in San Miguel, it's always been, well, I remember and I follow you since the time we met, and I know that you love San Miguel, just like your house, like your home.
Yes.
And I know I asked you this the other time, but I don't know if the people hearing us knows about it. Why San Miguel?
Well, I've been in many places in Mexico. I've been in many places in the world. But there's something really unique and special about San Miguel that I can't explain.
Okay.
That is, I've lived in Puerto Vallarta. I've been, I just recently got back from La Paz, which was amazing. I've never seen a beach like that. Balandras Beach is like nothing I could describe.
Yes.
You have to experience it. It's so beautiful. And like, I've been in Mexico City, I've been in Querétaro, I've been in Oaxaca, I've been in many different places, but I always come back to San Miguel. And I think it's because the arts here are so important. And being an artist in San Miguel is a great honor. It is a place to be very proud, to be doing like this, communication on the radio, to be writing books, to be a dancer. All of these things are so important to the culture of San Miguel. Unlike I see in any other city, it's so unique to the world even. And I think that's one of the things that they say out here on the freeway. There's the thing that says it's the gift to the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that because the arts bring about such great thought, there is an intellectualism here that is rare and is appreciated. Mm-hmm. So being the kind of artist that I am, to be able to find this level of sophistication is so important. Like, you can see flamenco, you can hear even the people who sing on the bus. Like, there's a culture there that is so beautiful that I really appreciate. Sometimes I go to different cities and I'm like, there's no music here. Like, what's going on? You know?
Where's the life here?
Yeah, right. And so that's what I really appreciate about San Miguel.
And how you say in your movie, like you're saying in your movie, art saves lives.
It saves lives.
Yeah. Le preguntaba que por qué San Miguel, habiendo tantas ciudades, lugares en los que puede ser más famosa aún, ¿por qué San Miguel? Ella me decía que San Miguel tiene una esencia en la que ser artista es ser un orgullo. Ella ha vivido en muchísimas ciudades de aquí de México, los ha visitado. Les recomienda ir a Balandras, en Baja California. pero siempre termina regresando a San Miguel. It's like a magnet, ¿no?
Yeah.
Es como que te atrae,
Yeah.
es un imán. Entonces ella decía que hasta los cantantes que están en el autobús tienen una cierta vibra diferente. Aquí es ser un orgullo ser escritor, ser fotógrafo, ser pintor, ser cantante. Entonces para ella eso es muy importante, que tenga esa alma la ciudad, y para ella estar aquí es pues todo un honor. And we're also really honored to have you here. You know, this is your house. And, well, I was planning to say that go to see her in the Obraje, but now it's sold out. So, sorry, just be in touch. Maybe we will let you know when she has a new show.
Yeah.
So you can all go. And also for the screening of your show, maybe we can have one here.
Yeah.
So we will all let you know.
Great.
And I don't know, do you have anything else to add? A message you want to send to the people?
Wow, a message to the people.
Here is your house. To the guys seeing us on Facebook, to our producer and our team over there, to everyone.
I want to thank everyone. It's great to have a studio that I can come to and communicate with everybody. I'm a huge supporter of Dragon Radio, and so I hope that you guys continue to tune in and see more of the things that are coming up. So I'm saying tell more people about your own local radio station and the way that people can communicate, and bring more entertainers here to have interviews.
And also look on YouTube and
YouTube and everything else. Yeah.
And for you also, Lady
for
Zen
me,
is the real court band. You can also, like me, your home office playlist.
Yeah.
Bueno, ella les quiere decir a todos que no pierdan ese interés en los artistas de aquí a San Miguel, que nos escuchen aquí en Dragón Estéreo, por favor. A todo el equipo les agradece, a ustedes que nos escuchan y que nos ven. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Y bueno, búsquenla en YouTube, en todos sus shows como Lady Zen and the Royal Court Band, para que estén al pendiente de todo lo nuevo que ella tiene. Y pues bueno, así como yo, que la agregué en mi playlist de home office, también ustedes pueden agregarla. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck. Well, no, I won't say good luck. You will have a really good show, I'm sure.
Thank you.
You don't need luck.
It's going to be great.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Esto fue WhatsApp Cultural. Tengan un muy bonito día. Chao.
Gracias.
Hola, ¿quieres saber todo sobre arte, películas, exposiciones, conciertos? Solo aquí conmigo, Ceci Ceniceros, en Bazar Cultural. Solo por Dragón Estéreo.